Hi guys, this is Purti from Leverage Edu, and in this video today I'll talk about how your IELTS scores are calculated. So I'll cover points like what is IELTS, how are your scores given to you, what's the validity of that score, and what all individual sections you have and how are they marked, plus your overall band score. So make sure that you watch this video till the end because you need to know how your IELTS score is going to be calculated, and that is the first step to get a great score. So let's start. IELTS is one of the most important language exams in the world. It stands for the International English Language Testing System. And if you wish to immigrate or go and study abroad, then you need to take this language exam. There are 4 modules which will be checked and assessed, which are listening, reading, writing and speaking. Now let's talk about their validity. So your IELTS score is valid for up to 2 years and there is no limit on the number of times that you can take the test. So if for instance you don't get your desired result in the first go, then you can prepare better and take it the next time and then use that score for admission purposes or immigration. By the way, you already know that we at Leverage Edu offer classes for IELTS at our platform called Leverage Live. Do check it out if you are not sure about it yet, and you can also enroll in one of the batches so that you get the best practice of IELTS. So in IELTS, your English language skills are measured against band scores. So you get band scores for your test, and these are from 0 to 9. And each band represents a different level of competence in the language. You get a 0 if you fail to appear for the test. However, if you do take the test, then you can get anything between 1 to 9, with 1 being the lowest and 9 being the highest. That means you are an expert user of the language. Here, take a look at the detailed chart for it. In your IELTS result, you will get a band score for each part of the test, that's listening, reading, writing as well as speaking, plus an overall band score which is the average of these 4. You can either get it as a whole number or a half, which is then rounded off to the nearest number. So for instance, you get the band scores as 7.5, 8.5, 7 and 7, which averages out to be 7.25. This score is then rounded up, which is to 7.5, and then 7.5 is your overall band. Now let's look at how these band scores are awarded to you. The IELTS speaking section assesses your ability to communicate in English. It is a test taken in the form of a face-to-face interaction with the examiner, where you're asked a series of questions and different types of them to determine how flexibly and comfortably you use the language. The test, like all other modules of IELTS, also takes place in different parts and it goes on for only about 11 to 14 minutes. In the first part, the examiner asks you a very familiar and personal question, and this usually goes on for about 4 to 5 minutes. And then in part 2, you are given a topic and you have to speak on it for about 1 to 2 minutes. After this, part 3 is a 2-way discussion where again you will be asked different questions on the topic that you get in part 2, so more general, abstract, broader questions, and this also goes on for 4 to 5 minutes. Now remember, in speaking there is no right or wrong answer. They are only concerned about how you present your opinion, what language you are using for it, not what your opinion is. So if there is no right or wrong answer, how do the examiners give you band scores? Well, they use certain criteria for it, 4 to be precise, which are fluency and coherence, grammatical range and accuracy, pronunciation, and finally, lexical resource. You get a separate band for these 4 and then the examiner averages out to give you the final speaking score. Here, take a look at the detailed description of these criteria. The listening and reading modules of IELTS are scored out of 40. So there are 40 questions in both the sections that you need to answer, and each answer carries 1 mark. So if suppose out of 40 you get a score of 38, that is considered to be your raw score, which is then converted into a band score. And this is how that's done. For the writing section, there are 2 tasks that you need to undertake. If it's for general training, then you've got to write a letter and then an essay. And if it's for academic, then there's a report and then the essay. But like speaking, for writing as well, there are 4 criteria on which the examiners assess you and give you band scores. The first one is task achievement or task response. And here are the things that they also include. The second one is coherence and cohesion, which includes these points. The third one is grammatical range and accuracy, considering these. And the last is lexical resource, which includes these. And here is a detailed description of all these criteria. So guys, this was all about how your IELTS is scored and the band scores which you get for each module. I hope I've cleared any and every of your doubt, but if you still have some query, please feel free to post it in the comment section. And don't forget to like and share this video as well. And of course, you're going to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on all the exciting and new stuff which is going to be uploaded really soon. Alright, thanks very much. I'll see you.